Decluttering tips for an unpredictable world. So fall is coming up and that means change, and not just for the season. Kids going back to school, or not, work schedules still being hammered out, a constant barrage of new guidelines and restrictions. More than ever, we live in a completely unpredictable world and we're struggling to adapt and keep up. And all this unpredictability can feel overwhelming, like things are spiraling out of control. I truly believe that it's more important now than ever before to keep a clutter-free home environment. Cutting out clutter can reduce your stress, provide clarity of mind, and make your home a more peaceful place to be. After all, your physical environment is a reflection of your state of mind, and vice versa. Let's go over my top 3 decluttering tips for this unpredictable world. Number 1, create a space for your temporary clutter. Most clutter is temporary, as in stuff that comes in your house that is intended to leave at some point. The problem arises when your temporary clutter becomes semi-permanent. And then more temporary clutter gets added on top of that. And then the problem is too large and daunting to tackle, so everything becomes permanent. Instead of letting everything spiral out of control, use strategically placed baskets for things like mail or other temporary clutter items, and set aside a bit of time every week to address those items. This will keep the problem under control and keep your surfaces clear and ready to use. Number 2, create a maybe box. One of the problems with clutter is that we hold on to things because we might use them later, and sometimes that's a completely valid reason. To solve the problem of maybe, create a maybe box, a decent sized box that is semi-accessible for you to put items that you're unsure about right now. Just remember to schedule a time each month to address these items. If you haven't used them in a certain amount of time, do you really need them at all? Maybe these are seasonal items that can be stored in a more long-term place? Your maybe box temporarily houses these items until you review their necessity in bulk. And finally, number 3, edit your home decor. When people think of clutter, they often think of their temporary items like mail and paperwork, or utilitarian items. Things like that pile of shoes next to the door, or your laptop and notepad on the kitchen counter. But oftentimes, people forget about the decorative items that can become clutter around your home. People tend to collect decor and sometimes simply add, while forgetting to subtract at the same time. Take an honest look at the decor around your home and consider whittling down to just a few statement pieces. However you go about it, simplifying the things inside your home will create more peace in your mind and reduce your family's stress during a very unpredictable time. So, what decluttering tips did I miss? Let me know in the comments below, and feel free to share this video with someone who you think would benefit from a simpler and more peaceful home.